Oh my god. Here we go. Hold up. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Y'all behaving in here while I was setting up? Oh yeah. I mean, I do stream Monday and Tuesday, so yeah. MechWarrior 5 will happen tomorrow. Or yeah, tomorrow still. It's still Monday. Tuesday is when MechWarrior 5 happened. But I will tell you when we get into this, I discovered quite a few things.
You think you can handle it, wet nose?
It is indeed Monday for me. I don't know if I can handle it right now, Kat, but we'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out, you know? Hell yeah. Let me just activate the mobile platform real quick, because I seem to have forgotten to do that. I was just having a firmware update. Sorry about that. Or not a firmware update, but a software update. There we go. I am now moving around. Hello. Hello. The club can't even handle you right now. I suppose so. I suppose so. But yeah, everybody, welcome. Oh, I almost climbed on my own table there for a second. That wouldn't have been very constructive of me. Dear God. Dear God almighty. Like the pink light detail? Oh, thanks. Yeah, when I made my room, I wasn't expecting VTube Studios like blooming effects to do really much of anything, but it turned out to work out pretty dang good, actually. Yeah. I did that part myself, including the drawing of the room. Like, I drew the room myself, took a picture of it with my phone, edited it in Clip Studio, because reasons. But yeah, now I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw tonight. So let me just scooch myself over real quick. Wait. What? Oh, I love it when I don't get anything. The art idea for tonight's stream, Gigabyte. It's Byte's head on a GigaChad's body. We then make it an animated emote with multiple angles. Oh my god. You know what's funny is that I do have art. We need new emotes. Yeah, we do. We do indeed. You know what's funny is that I was actually planning on drawing myself tonight in a weird way. I wanted to try drawing myself like... I mean, yeah, I was going to draw something of myself, I guess, but... It was more like... How I wanted, like, my original model to look, because I was like... I wanted something a little bit more cartoony and a little bit less, like... overly detailed animu. Femboy Byte, oh god. Fembyte, dear god. That's an easy one. Just my model with the titties. That's how we do. That's how we do. Fem. JJ breasts, oh god. Minimum. Alright, well, let's see how we do this today. Oh god. I mean, they could have titties, but you'd need to do, like, an excuse like stuffing watermelon. What are we going to do? Let's see the... Gigabyte. Oh god. That's gonna look like a JoJo character. Or pants grab. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna do a quick pants grab. Because that does sound pretty funny. Hold up. No, why is it rotated this way? Stop it. Pants grab. You know what? I'll kind of roll the two into one. Because I'll draw what I was supposed to look like, but I'll also draw funny pants grab look while I'm doing it.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Why not? That sounds pretty funny.
Here comes the money.
Oh god, why does it do that? Is the density going? Ugh. You presume I was shirtless? You presume a bit. Oh god. Why are the lines so dang thick? Hold up. I need to change the brush density a little bit. Or maybe it was the pressure? I don't know. All of that's really weird. Text job. Wonder why it's doing that. Oh my god! Thank you for the gifted sub, man. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. Man's a legend. Gifting subs like that. Just throwing money around. Crazy man. Hell yeah. Let's go. Alright. Texture rough paper, I guess. I guess this will work. Ugh, but why are the lines so dense? Whatever. I'm just gonna go and then I'll erase as neat. Oh god, I hate this. Hold on. Another instance of me. You gave 2. Did it not play a second time? What the frick? Sound alerts. Why do you do this? Hang on. I must do it the manual. I must do it the manual way. We are now going to do it the manual way. Because I do not jip. Let's see, hang on. Or I try not to. Let's see. Other alerts. There we go. There we go. If I have to do it manually, I will. Let's see. It's doing that. That's kind of annoying. Is it just a pressure sensitivity thing? Okay, now that's just excessive. What the heck? I think my brush density was on 25 before. Oh well. I'm not going to try and be perfect about this. I'm just going to go. But yeah. Originally I drew myself like less as a like less animu than this. It looked more like cartoony. And that's kind of what I wanted to look like in the beginning, but the company that I got myself from ended up just making me look more weebish. Which is fine, I guess. But one day I would like to go back to what I thought would be the original look. Because I think that would be really funny. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Ugh. Why'd you do this? Dang it. Oh, now what? Is the eraser part of this not working now? Fine. I'll erase the stupid way. There we go. Beautiful. You think I look like an otter? Do I give like otterish vibes? Am I an Otto man to you? Yeah, let's see. Yism. Wait. No, seriously, my stylus is now not working on anything. Well, this is fun. Hold up, I'm gonna unplug my tablet and plug it back in. Because I would very much like this thing to work properly. Hello? Why does it not want to do this? Oh, there it goes again. And the eraser still doesn't work. Fantastic. That's fine. I'll just have to keep swapping between the pen and the mouse. That's okay. Did anything update? I think so. I do not know, though. So, let's see. I need to draw the necular region. Oh dear. Okay. Do I need to really reteach myself how to draw on a tablet? For frick's sake. Come on. My drawing was already kind of redonk. my drawing was already kind of redonk on this stupid thing, and now it's acting all funky. Whatever, I'll clean everything up as I go. How about that? It's gonna look ugly at first, and then I'll just clean everything up as I go. Such is the artist's way. And then I'll keep being self-deprecating about my own work because it looks like ass. It looked like ass in the fish market. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I'm gonna do. Exactly. Let's see. If I'm gonna do pants grab, it needs to be like finger 1, finger 2. Because, like I said, I was originally going for something more cartoony, so. You need the emotional damage sound. I do need emotional damage, especially whenever an update happens and I don't want it to. Because it honestly happens more often than I would really like it. And I always end up in a situation where I'm just like, really? Yeah. Alright, let's see. Now I need to do this because I'm gonna want to do the I want to do the silly looking 3-finger hand that most cartoon character things look like they have. I know, very descriptive, but it is important that I do this. Ah, frick. Erasing with the mouse feels terrible. I'm eventually going to have to get myself a new tablet, I think. Oh well. I'll do that probably next payday. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Because the more I worry about it now, the more I'm going to end up just bleh. Just bleh-ing. But yeah, let's see. No! Why? Cease immediately, pen. With your redonkulous antics. Let's see. Get in there with the more cartoony look. Because I also originally wanted to have, like, much longer legs. Like, I wanted to be more cartoony, but I also wanted to be more, like, tall. Because I like taller characters. And instead I became the Super Mario Bros. Size. Kind of like Animaniacs. A little bit, yeah. Specifically, though, what I was thinking of when I originally drew this is like the robot equivalent of, if you've ever seen these little gashapon dudes that you could get at really tacky Mexican restaurants called homies. They're sort of like these little cholo dudes that have impeccable drip that you could get out of like little capsule machines. And that's kind of how I designed my original dude. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. If I'm doing a proper pants grab, I have to do like... I have to do like a this. Why? Honestly, having the buttons on my stylus is terrible feeling. I need to find a way to like get rid of that setting. Or just not have it. Let's see, there we go. let's see. I need to put like pants in hand, kind of like that. There we go. And then just put like a this. Since I'm imagining like, in order to make it look kind of okay, I have to put the thumb in the pants. Dear God, erasing with the mouse is going to be the death of me. Oh, dear God. Okay, but how are y'all doing? While I'm drawing this hilarious pants grab nonsense. And then I'll get into my actual thing when I start drawing on a new one. Your eye's been twitching all day, that's about it. Oh, dang. Just twitching in general, or is there some pain, discomfort? You doing well? Hopefully nothing too serious. Let's see. Yes, but not sure what's going on, but it's driving you crazy. You think it's eye strain? Yeah. So, admittedly, one of the things that I have to do is wear blue light glasses, and I have my monitor set up to be in like nighttime mode, which filters out blue light. Because my eye was starting to get all... Because my eyes were starting to get a little bit twitchy, too. But, yeah. Hopefully the twitch doesn't last very long. And you can go back to a twitchless existence. An eye twitchless existence. Because that just sounds uncomfortable. And maddening. Ah, dang. Alright, let's see. Let's actually be careful, since I have to use the mouse to erase. You hope so was bothering you on stream earlier. It is indeed maddening. Indeed it is. Oh, God. But you know what's funny? Or maybe not funny, but something that I was going to bring up is that I think I finally found out the meta for new career mode in MechWarrior 5. Because after I got off stream that day, I played on my own for a little bit just to mess around and see how the systems of the game work. And I found a tactic that got me up to Rep 4. And that tactic, funnily enough, was just doing defense missions and also doing, like... Let's see, doing defense missions and also doing demolition and scorched earth missions. And the funny thing is that the only thing you need to do in those missions in order to succeed in them is to... Oh man, sorry, I had to stop and focus for a second. I lost my train of thought. But the thing that you have to do is just focus down the buildings and not actually fight anything. So I could just be running through buildings and the enemy AI will just blow up its own stuff. So I ended up getting up to Rep 4 on demolition and defense missions. It was pretty neat. I was like, huh. Tool property. Okay, I think I see what happened here. Texture density. Alright. Huh. Oh well. I'll just leave it alone for now. I'm not going to try fighting with it. Because if I do, I'm going to be stuck here fighting with it for the rest of the evening, and that in and of itself will be maddening. Alright. There we go. Now allow me to resume, please. But yeah, I think I figured out the correct meta for MechWarrior 5 in such a way that I can actually get through a new career to a degree. I stopped playing... I stopped independently playing after I hit Rep 4, though. So, I don't really know if I can get further with that strat, or if I'm going to eventually have to try and find better luck, but yeah. Before I actually go back to the campaign tomorrow, I'll showcase kind of like what I meant. Because honestly, doing MechWarrior 5 in that way is both hilarious and also I wasn't expecting to find anything kind of game breaky, I guess. Not that it's really game breaking, but it is pretty funny to just deploy and then just start ramming the battle mechs straight into buildings. Because it's one of the most, like, counterintuitive things that I've done in a game so far. Dear God. I should also get myself a glove where it won't activate the, touchpad sensors. Oh well. Yeah, the other thing that my artists didn't do on my original model is that I wanted a popped collar. Like that. And like this. Because I think popped collars, even though they kind of make a character look like a tool nowadays, I do think that they're cool looking. I don't mind being a tool. It looks cool. Rhyme absolutely intended. Let's see. Can I get in the cracks here and actually get in there? Yes, I can. Sup, Dickie boy? How you doing, bro? Welcome. Welcome. I draw poorly. In this episode, I draw poorly. Tired AF? Gotcha. Well, pop a seat, come hang out. We're all buds in here. Hey there. Greetings and salutations. Ooh. Wait. I hit pen, didn't I? God dang it. Good lord. The pen. The pen is blue. The goddamn pen is blue. Yeah. Let's see. I also originally had like a like when I originally drew my character, my head was very much more like simplified. Wasn't quite as complex as my current model's version, so... Oh my god, please stop picking up the color. I need to figure out a way where I can hold this dang stylus without actually... You know... Without actually triggering the color grab. Mr. Boy. Oh, why does it do this? Stop. Alright. No! Alright. I think I can do it now. I can do this. I love how even me attempting to draw is a is a challenge and a half. Good lord. I also despise how it just keeps going back to that weird steel cup and turning the canvas. Dear God. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm approximately 35 seconds before I propel my wiener right through this screen for how frustrating it's getting. Jesus! Oh my god. Please. Can I get through just one art? Mother. You know what? Hang on. I need to look at something real quick. There has to be something weird going on with my art pad. My dad works for Nintendo. Adjust some pen settings or just restart the computer. I have no idea. I'm going to attempt to disconnect and reconnect the pen. And if not, I'll try just drawing with the mouse, even though that will be an exercise in frustration. There is beeping happening, and I do not know why. Okay. Are you going to be cooperative with me now? I probably need to update pen settings. Because I have never had this much issues with my art pad before. Seed receiver. Which one of these nonsenses is... Do I need to add device? No, it shouldn't be. What the heck is going on? Well, this is dumb. Okay. To heck with it. I'm going to try and draw with the mouse for now. Because my pad decided it wants to rebel against me, so... Jeepers, I couldn't even get through one art piece without... without something breaking. And not only that, but the sensitivity was getting all wonked, too. So... we're going to try and do good old-fashioned mouse sketching. Ugh, God, this feels awful. I've had more success at Dark Souls at level 1. Okay, hang on. Can I get it to comply with me? I would really appreciate it if it would comply. Or I need to do some updates on my bamboo here. Oh, now you want to work, huh? Alright. Fine. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I would just like to continue drawing. Jeepers. I can't go like one stream without something breaking, can I? Nay. I know, right? I would love if I could get through a stream once without something breaking in some weird or crucial way. But alas, I am nowhere near that fortunate. Yours is always glitches with games. Now see, that really sucks. Although admittedly, as a reformed munchkin and speedrunner, I actively looked for glitches and exploits in games. It's a pattern I have to kind of get myself out of, or I had to teach myself to get out of. But I will say that looking for glitches and stuff is very fun. And can be very funny. I also need to dismiss this real quick so I can see what's... Thankfully, most of them are just visual glitches and not game breaking. That's good. You never want the ones that'll, like, soft lock you or get you out of... Or get you, like, in a situation where you can't escape from. There was a moment that happened like that when I was playing Tainted Grail earlier, where I had gotten myself stuck in a rock. But thankfully, Tainted Grail has an unstick thing, so you're able to get yourself out if you end up in a situation where, you know. Alright, let's see. I kind of wish that something about my settings didn't break, because this looks kind of weird, but very slowly I'm making the pants grab happen, despite all of the breakage of my technology. Let's see. But yeah, the idea was to make my dude look a little bit more cartoony in the beginning. Before the robot existed. Alright, let's see. I also wanted to put like a this on the shoes. In the beninging. In the beninging. Have you guys ever seen that? You guys ever seen that video? Where it's just this guy who keeps trying to read the book of Genesis. he keeps like messing up. In the beninging. In the beningi. I love that video. It's super silly. Let's see. Yeah. There's also a video that I really enjoy where it's this guy who intentionally reads like bad and or stupid Reddit posts because people can't spell things correctly. So he always ends up with stuff like you like the one where they were saying that... Yeah, that's the same... That's the guy that I was talking about. He's trying to say different versions of pregnant. Pregunte. Can u get pregante? Is you get pregnant? I love it. I love it so much. It's doofy, but it's great. I don't think I'm really getting across, like, the... I don't really think I'm getting across the thing that I really wanted to do. But this is the gist of it. I'm not really gonna... I'll probably end up detailing this later, I guess, but... Yeah. Originally, I wanted to be a lot more cartoony looking. This is not a very good angle. I'll clean it up a little bit before I move on. Because this was just supposed to be the oh ha 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 funny I did a thing before I do the real concept drawing. And it ended up becoming an entire adventure because my technology likes to break. So, thanks, Windows. Thanks, Windows, you jerk. Brigart. Let's see. Alright. Now I draw... wait, I'm still on the eraser. It may help if I actually go back to the correct tool that I need. But... there we go. We're going to draw some action lines going up. Which almost actually just looks like weird hair, but you know what? It's okay. Hold up. There we go. It's pants grab. There we go. What? No! You know what? Screw it. This thing already looks kind of dumb. We're just going to commit. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't really like that effect. We're going to go back. Back in time when I still had a hand. There we go. Oh, look, we have a clown in here. Bumper Shanty Town. You frickin' clown. To the Shadow Realm with you. I'm gonna let Cat send you there. Claws bared. You ultramaroon, you doofus. Pants grab. Hope you enjoy the Shadow Realm. The cookies there are made of sand and wood shavings. Let's see. Primitive shading, whatever. I'm not taking this one too seriously, because... yeah. This ain't the main thing I was shooting for today. But it exists now. Pants grab. There we go. Now we're gonna save it as pants grab. There we go. Oh god. I almost dropped a bottle of juice in favor of this mug of water that I am now pouring. That would have been bad. Frick. Okay. Now on to the thing I actually wanted to do. Which is... I was going to draw myself as I originally wanted to be. I wonder if it's just because my tablet's old. Whatever. I don't know. And I'm not going to fret over it anymore. Okay, so first, we have to get the melon in there. Now, unfortunately for me, or maybe kind of fortunately, I suppose, is that original me just had a circular head, like a very circular head, with very minimal detailing in it. So, yeah. I was originally supposed to be more friend shaped. In other words. But yeah. While I'm doing this, yeah, I think I figured out the meta of how to do new campaign in MechWarrior 5. And it is one of the most counterintuitive things that I have ever done in a game. But it was really fun and funny to be able to get the results I wanted and to be able to hit rep 4 without dying or losing any of my crew. Because as Mr. Jason can attest to, not the last, but the first time I streamed MechWarrior 5, I kept having like one crewmate die, or getting myself so far into debt because of like choosing my missions poorly. And one thing that I've started learning about the missions and how they're structured, especially now that I've had time to kind of like play on my own in the instant action and also in a career outside of the main campaign, is that why won't it let you ban? I mean, you're a mod. I'll ban him, it's fine. To the Shadow Realm. Boom. Get dunked on, kid. Really? You don't have any banning privileges? Bruh. I thought you had banning privileges. I'll fix it later. I will fix it later. Because otherwise I'm going to end up in a situation where I fret over everything, and that's no bueno. How the hell did you... Let's see, how the hell did I do that? All it would give you was the option to block, probably on your end. Should have them... Aw. I appreciate that you want to be useful, but... I'll fix it. I'll try and fix it sometime so that by next stream you shall have the power of the ban hammer. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. For me, it's the thought that counts. Let's see. Ban them all. I mean, I know I should just get a mod. Or not a mod, but like this, what's it called? Just a feature where... I should just get a feature for my streams where, like, a bot does it for me, but... Seribot, yeah, that. I should just do that. Because even though I personally think it's funny to clown on people before I ban them, it's probably more practical just to have a bot do it for me. So, I'm going to have to remember the name Seribot. Just so that I can do that. Most of them are just bots, so you can't even clown on them. I know, it just makes me feel good. The robot can clown on the bot, as it were. Let's see. Yeah. I know. I know it don't matter. It just makes me feel good. Just makes me feel good about myself. Let's see. Alright. Let's see. Now it's time to get the pants elements in there again. Because funny enough... Let's see. For Seribot, you add it as a mod first. Then you go here and type... You can clan on the people trying to sell you art. Oh my god. You want to know something tragic? Is that I tried reaching out in a VTuber community on not Twitch, but on X or Twitter or whatever the frick it's called this week. And every single person that has messaged me in my DMs has either tried to link me to their Fansly or has attempted to link me to or has tried to like sell me assets. It's very, very disheartening. Not disheartening, really just annoying, I guess. So I'm just like, oh look, I'm trying to make friends. And it turns out that all of them want to sell me artwork. Most of which are probably just reused assets anyway. Alright, let's see. There's that. Oh yeah. I've also been breaking Tainted Grail. In my own personal playthrough of it, it's just been super fun. I figured out that there's actually a door you can exploit early into the game, where it leads to an endgame area. Unless you make some VTuber friends on here, the vast majority on Reddit are likely bots. Yeah, same on Twitter. Good lord, man. Every time I've tried to connect, it's always ended up being a, hey, can I ask you a question? I have a really cool idea for your channel. And I'm like, oh god, here we go. I had to actually like close my DMs because I was getting bombarded all the time with them bots trying to sell me things. And then when I did make an actual friend, I'm just a doofus and I forget to message her sometimes. Funnily enough, she actually does artwork too. But I can tell that Bug is actually not a bot, so... It is a very nice feeling. Let's see. I'm also glad that I'm acquainted with a lot of cool people here on Twitch, because that gives me incentive to keep going. Got a lot going on, so don't feel bad about messages. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I feel bad about messages. Sometimes I do. Not when someone tries to sell me things, but when I forget to message people, I'm like, oh yeah, I should message people. Anyway. But that's just because I'm a forgetful doofus. And I need to get better at that. Let's see. I also remember back when I actually started, I was bad at awkwardly chuckling. I mean, I still do it, but real life stuff makes it hard. Yeah, especially since I work a full time. I work a full time too, so I try and stick to my schedule and make sure that I stream regularly. Sometimes I have to miss, which makes me feel like a doo-doo brain, but yeah. And I mean, I'm also in the process of leaving one of my jobs. And I think I'm en route to doing it because I have been training as a medical courier. And I went on my first few drives, I want to say like a month and a half ago. So I can start scaling back my time at the coffee house, which I think is dope. Like, that makes me super happy. Because the second I actually get to just ditch it completely is a day that I'm going to be freaking celebrating, man. You know what I mean? Because holy balls. That job drains my little electric soul. And it makes me really sad sometimes. Because I used to like working there. And now every time I go there, I get stressed out. So that's the sure sign that it's time to move. Move on. I'm also getting ready to plan my first PC build. Because I think it'd be cool to work and operate on a PC that I built myself instead of having to do everything on a laptop. So I've got a lot going on in real life. Look for a few more jobs for you again when you can find it. Are you getting to the interview part of the process of the applications you put in? Show you what your resume and cover letter look like. I have actually gotten to the interview phase, and I'm actually training as a medical courier again. So progress is being made. It's just very incremental progress. It's nice too. Yeah. And the goal is eventually I'll be out of the coffee house. And eventually I'll probably be able to pursue things that I would actually like to do in life. And maybe one day all of my dreams will happen. But we'll see. We'll see indeed. Because I also think it'd be cool to do slightly longer streams than the hours, like the 1 hour ones that I do. But that's gonna have to come with me having more freed up time. Which hopefully in the coming days will happen soon. Yeah. Time sucks. You know what? Time sucks. I don't like it. Oh boy. Yeah. I also need to figure my situation out when it comes to not just changing my career, but what I need to do actually is I need to knuckle down and kind of focus on my content creation. I still need to get over the perfection gremlin in my head. That tells me that none of my work is good enough. Or maybe I just need to hit that same... maybe I just need to hit that same button that I did with when I started doing VTubing, where it's like, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to put something on the internet. I don't care if it's bad. Just tell the voice so and do it anyway. See, that doesn't work for me. Because my voice is very much a, nope, this doesn't meet my standards, it's ass, you can't do this, boy. So, I have to physically figure out a way to, like, block out my own self-doubt. And when I did VTubing, it was literally a matter of the dam broke, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna just put something on the internet, and if it's bad, I don't care. I had to actually hype myself up to do that and be like, you know what? If it's bad, fine. So be it. It'll be bad. I can feel bad about it later. So maybe I think the dam just needs to break on that, and then I'll actually do like scripted videos and shorts and stuff. I tried playing around with Twitch's clip maker thing. That was pretty fun. I was able to actually get a clip of myself that I thought was funny, where I just went off on this weird tangent while playing Repo. And I'm proud of it. My mic sounds weird in there, but I think my mic sounds weird all the time, so I need to just get used to it. Learn how to audio balance and stuffs. Or something. I don't know, man. I'm just a robot, okay? Error message DOOFUS. Alright, let's see. Yeah, about like this. Alright. And then one thing that they did do that I was happy about when I got my model the first time was this detail here, because I originally conceptualized myself as like a robot greaser. Just because I thought that looked cool. Especially the rolled up sleeves with like the cigarette pack poking out of it. I don't know why, but that was just dope to me. But I also wanted to wear like a school blazer for some reason. So there's supposed to be like a pack of batteries on my arm. You can't really see it that good on my current form, but I thought it would be cool to have like a pack of double A's sticking out of my like sleeve, my rolled up sleeve. So yeah. OG version of me would have had like a pack of batteries poking out like that. And yeah, the arms are still segmented very much like they are in the final version, like the version I'm using now. But the one thing that I was a little bit sad that wasn't implemented, and I don't know how hard this would be to do, or if I can do it myself. I'm not especially good at like rigging models or anything like that, but My faceplate. My faceplate was supposed to move like Optimus Prime. Like from the old cartoons. But that didn't end up happening. And also my like, I don't know if you could see it, just like where my nose where like a nose would be. Hold on, let me scooch up. Let me get real close to y'all real quick so you can see this. But like, you see those two vents on my face? Those were supposed to light up whenever I would speak too. So instead of having like a proper mouth, what I would have is like... So, like, instead of having a proper mouth, you would see my faceplate, like, bob up and down like the old Optimus Prime would. And then, yeah. That's how it was supposed to be. So it'd be like a weird Gundam Metabot Optimus Prime face. But that didn't end up happening, so yeah. And not only that, but since I also don't possess a mouth, so I thought it would be easier for them to just do like a singular flash every time I spoke, but I guess they can't do that, so whenever I get like a version 2 of my dude, I'm hoping that I can work with someone who will be able to get my effects correctly. Not that this one ain't cool, because it is, like, I have all kinds of different, like, plugins and macros and stuff that I can do. Like, I can activate... I can blush. I can activate Psycho Mode. I can look really, really nonplussed and tired. I can also do this. Sweat drop. Sheer embarrassment. I actually kind of had to key these ones myself in VTube Studio. And I think they're kind of neat, but... yeah. What's also funny is that OG version of me was supposed to... well, I mean, OG version of me also had a tie, but... the tie itself was supposed to look a little different. And it was supposed to do, like... How do I explain this? I'm bad at explanations. Because originally the tie was supposed to do like this. It was supposed to just be a very plain triangle, but then it would go down and it would be like a square type tie, like that. And it would have like a tie clip on it, but yeah. Now, as for my head, oh wait, no. The one thing that they did do for me that I thought was nice was they got my belt buckle right. Because originally I was supposed to have like a these. And then I did have like the Taijitu as a belt buckle. So that got put in there. But yeah, no, like, I'm glad that the people who worked on my model the first time did everything they did, but there were some things that I tried asking for that they were just like, no, it can't be done. Sorry. And now I'm learning, in fact, they could have been done. But they weren't. Yeah, that's what Udon was telling me too when I was hanging out on his stream and he was talking a little bit about how VTuber modeling works. Because I'm gonna be real with you, Chief, I don't know dick about how to do any of this. Except to turn it on. If it makes you feel better, mine is over 700 and still fucked up. Oh no. Oh no. I feel a little better now. Mine was 950 and it works good and it looks cool, but I'm like, dang, there's so much missing from what I asked for. Oh, and if that wasn't bad enough, this is actually my second attempt at having a model. There was a first one that I got. They didn't send any idle animation. It sounds like you got fucked too. Did you get it off Fiverr? No, actually. This is going to sound weird, but I Googled the company to make it for me. And this model is actually the second one I've ever had. The first one I never got to use because I lost the project files. Now that I think about it, though, that might be a blessing in disguise, though. Because the first model I got, I did get off Fiverr. And it looked awkward. To be perfectly real with you, it looked very, very awkward. And, I don't doubt that the person I paid on Fiverr, I don't doubt that they didn't do their best work, but it looked super awkward. And then when I was about to go live with it, I lost the project files. And I was like, huh, well, shoot. And then I forgot my login for Fiverr, so I couldn't even ask the person to send them to me again, so I was like, well, shoot, if I'm going to do VTubing, I need a model. What do I do? So I had to pay someone else to do it. Excuse me. The moral of the story is I paid a company that I Googled to do it for me. And so, yeah. And then I realized I could have just started out as a PNG tuber. That might have been cheaper. That might have been a better idea, but there was also a part of my brain that was like, no. If we do this, we do it right. And I'm still trying to figure out how to do it right, but that's beyond the point. See, you just don't get how they can get away with it. The person kept saying there was a language barrier with mine and they didn't know what I wanted. Well, I never said it and I gave up. But why are you selling to English speakers if you don't understand English well enough to complete jobs? Oof. Oof, that sounds bad. Oof. Wait, I'm also now realizing that... What has happened? Hold on, I'm going to test something real quick. Huh. Hey, Kat, can you type something real quick? Because I'm just now realizing something. Are your messages showing up on... Okay, yeah, your messages are showing up on screen. I was just getting paranoid for a moment. I'm like, did my chat break? I was going to get upset, but we're good. Blood pressure can come back down now. Alright, but yeah, no, that's all kinds of infuriating right there, bud. Yeah. You should be able to bare minimum communicate with the people that you're doing business with, I think. Especially if you're asking for as much money as like a VTuber model. Because these things ain't expensive. These are like the most expensive. My goodness, like when I wanted to do this and I realized how expensive it was going to be, I was like, Jesus. Okay, well, time to save up. Otherwise, never going to be able to afford any of this. And I had to actually like budget out how much I was going to spend. Which ended up being like painful expensive, but ultimately I think worth it. Especially after I lost the project files to my first Fiverr model. But this model that I'm currently using, and I'm gonna have to figure out which company I hired to do it. Because I legit do not remember their name. I think it was. I think where I'm at right now is good. It's just that like I don't know. Maybe I'll go through someone else to do my V2. You think you will ask Ruiware if you could pay him for an idle animation? Send the files. Maybe you could ask him for your current one. You would need to be paid, of course, but if you have the source files, he might be able to help. Alright. That might be a one... Oh. That might be a one that I might need to request a Discord for. He's a VTuber here on Twitch, and he works on stuff on his stream. Oh god, okay. Hell yeah. That might be someone I look into then. Because I think it'd be cool to update my current one. Twitch.tv/Ruiware. I'm gonna hit the follow. Hell yeah. Please let me follow. There we go. Thanks. Yeah. I may have to pop by one of his streams at some point just so I can ask him how to do the thing. Because doing the thing is fun, but I would like to get better at it. Even though I'm like amateurish. Like amateur hour. I don't even do my own modeling. I just sort of turn... You know what's nice is that right now I'm at a situation where I just turn it on and it works. Every time I try to do something custom, I break things. You're going to ask him about your model too. Not sure if you can do anything, but at the very least, it can still be a resource for me. I appreciate it, because, yeah. I know nothing. I'm like the robot equivalent of Jon Snow. I know nothing. I do have a lot of fun, though, doing the thing. Now I just want to get good at it. And I feel to do that, I should actually have all of my ducks in a row. You know what I mean? Let's see. Is it gonna let me do it? Or is it gonna... Why do I feel like it's... Why do I feel like there's a bit of input delay? My goodness. The input delay. Oh no. But yeah. The gist of it, the gist of how it was supposed to look is a lot more cartoony like that. Just because I really like how like older Newgrounds style characters looked, and I wanted something like that for myself. And I was also intended to be taller. And there was a time when I really wanted, like, how do I explain this? Do you like being a VTuber? Would you want to be a PNG? I think I'd want to do PNG for my scripted content, but still keep the model for when I stream. You know what I mean? So I was thinking about doing PNG, but only for when I do my scripted content. Because I think it would look weird if I was in my current VTuber shape doing that. Plus, I like the idea of having like these weird dynamic poses that you can't really do with a rigged model. And having the ability to switch between them as I talk and or as I do things would be hilarious. So PNG for probably scripted content, and then I keep the model for when I stream. If that makes any sense at all. But yeah. I was originally supposed to look something kind of like this. This is kind of a stupid looking one. I have other artwork that I drew on, like, paper, but I'm not gonna pull that up because it looks dumb. Yeah, originally I was supposed to be like a robot greaser that was a bit taller. And I would have like a faceplate that would move up and down. Like Optimus. But yeah. I had also thought about being a do I want to show this? You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I do want to show this. I have to dig it up, though, real quick. Hang on. Deviant. I have to bring this up because I think it's both hilarious and also like, oh god, what are you doing, boy? Why? Why must I do this? Let's see. You wish you could draw on it. You would make VTuber models and PNGs for everybody. Aw, that would be cool. If I was better at artwork, I would I would absolutely do PNGs and models. But alas, I am ass. Where is it? Sorry, I have to dig deep into the crazy stuff I used to draw. But oh my god. It is even worse than I remember. Save image. Because I need to bring this... I need to show y'all that even younger me really wanted something like what I'm using now. But it's so much more like I love old DeviantArt. Man, I love my old DeviantArt stuff. There's just a sincerity to the way I used to draw. I don't know how to put it. But it is ridiculous. Hold up. Where did it go? Yeah! Look at that. Look at this. Oh my god. This was pulled from my old DeviantArt. And, yeah. This was actually back in the day when I wanted to make a, when I wanted to make like a, Utaloid. I still think I have those old voice files somewhere, but yeah, look at this. Is all I have to say about that. I don't even use my old DeviantArt anymore, man. I just go to it every once in a while. I almost never go on my old DeviantArt anymore. But as you can see, there are some design elements that have survived over the years. I think I drew this when I was like 15. Oh, I love him. He's hilarious. Alright, let's see. We're not going to save that. But there is one that I do want to show, but I gotta fix up a few things first before I fully show it. Cause, oh boy, some of my old DeviantArt is incredible. And by incredible, I'm like, I both admire younger me for doing artwork like this, but at the same time, I was like, holy shine, dude. How did you... why? Yes. Hang on, I must save this. And then I need to change... No, hold up. I need to change something on it before I can fully show off what this thing is. So... Open... And... I must delete this portion. Because reasons. Alright. Are you ready? Are you ready to see, like, the peak DeviantArt of my past? I can't remember if I've shown this before. I cannot remember if I've ever talked about it before. It's this guy. What the frick? I have no idea what I was trying to... No, I know exactly what I was trying to do. Because you see, my intent behind this wonderful creature is that young me was a big Devil May Cry fan. And this was my OC. This was my OC for Devil May Cry. He's holding what I'm guessing is what my old guitar used to look like, because I used to have a BC Rich Warlock. I mean, I still have a BC Rich Warlock. But yeah, I was a big Devil May Cry fanboy, and this was my original character for it. But you'll notice something else too, because he has a certain pair of headphones. And that's because I was also really big into Gaia Online back then, so I liked the weird angel wing headphone things. Holy balls. I wish I could go back to this kind of artwork, man. To a degree. Like, back in the day where I was just like, you know what, this is dope. I'm gonna draw that. Oh, God. I also just don't know what's going on with his wings. But yeah, this is like my peak DeviantArt days. Oh man, he amuses me greatly. Because I think this was just... When I drew... Okay, so when I drew this, not only did I want a Devil May Cry OC, I wanted a Devil May Cry OC that was just super, super... This is my original character, do not steal. Because I remember him... Oh, God. I wish the journal survived, but basically... I think I wrote down somewhere that he was a third... like a third devil, a third angel, and a third vampire. AC/DC shirt is top tier, I know. Oh, he kills me. Kills me dead, man. Oh. My goodness. Pants grab. You know what's funny is that between these two pictures that I drew tonight, you could almost animate between them. Because you have this part, and then all of a sudden, boom, pants grab. I didn't try to do that, I'm just glad it did happen. Okay. Right? Alright. Now I'm going to try and do one more. I have no idea what I want to try drawing now, but let's figure it out. I think what I'll do is find me a random prompt generator again for my last one. Just to exercise the level of redonkulous that I'm willing to do. Let's see, random prompt. Alright, random prompt. Wait, what's this one? The most dangerous random prompt generator? Okay, I have to share this. This is very funny. Hang on. The most dangerous random prompt generator. She had made a poor job of hiding the damage. Session length, 5 minutes. Oh, wait, no. This is a writing prompt generator? I think I could still make artwork from a prompt given here. You know what? Fortune favors the bold. Let's see what happens if I generate a few more. The little boy's idea of heaven was... Okay, that got dark quick. The attack was over in seconds. She clung onto a piece of driftwood, praying for daylight. So... Titanic. Half the names on the list had already been crossed off. Only the very oldest people could remember a time when humans could see in color. What? When he lifted his head, she barely recognized him for the bruises. What? After 5 years, he just happened to be walking down her street? This is not the most dangerous I've ever seen a prompt generator. Let's see. Yes. Every breath you take, every move you make, every step you take. I didn't even think about that. Let's see, what other prompt generators are there? Ew, AI prompt. Get that away from me. I don't want one of my cousins giving me a prompt. Random prompt generator art. Let's try that. Art prompt generator. Art ideas generator. Let's see what this does. Time to draw a stalker. Oh god. Let's see. Character generator and or combo. Here's what I'll do. I'll re-roll this one 5 times without looking, and then I'll draw that. Alright, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A funny reporter and or combo bunny plus movie star. Okay. Funny reporter bunny slash bunny plus movie star. Okay. I think we can do that. I think I can swing that one. Why not? Let us get to the artwork. A Badger reporter talking about a funny movie star. See, I had a different idea in mind. How come all the prompts I get nowadays end up with me drawing characters with a microphone? Because what I was thinking of required me doing a little bit of a this. Hold up. Oh, darn it. Do your idea. Let's see it. Oh, I will. Trust me. But first, I need to make a quick couple of adjustments. Because there is something that I think would be funny to do. But it requires me to actually draw it correctly. So I need to do a this. And then I also need to do a this. Yeah, this is going to be another one of those. I'm going to let my intrusive thoughts. I'm going to let my intrusive thoughts win. And my intrusive thoughts tell me to first draw wait. There's a very specific pose I want to get, but sorry, I had to look at myself in a mirror real quick to see how this would look. So first it needs to... Yeah, there we go. And then when I go in to draw this... Let's see. Slightly drooped. Slightly drooped, more masculine torso. Is there a Draw With Me site? That would be a fun collab one day. Just doodling. Hey, that would be cool. I don't know if there is, but should research that. I should research that at some point just to see if it exists. Because I think that would be really fun. Let's see. Slightly more masculine torso. But drooped down. Let's see. I'm going to let the intrusive thought win. And I need to figure out how this arm is going to be positioned. How is it that I always end up drawing characters that have microphones? And this arm needs to be kind of positioned like that, with the hand kind of going back like this. With the shoulders drooped down, because I think it'd be funny to do a this. Oh my goodness. Alright, maybe like a this? Alright. Then trying to get the anatomy kind of close. There we go. And then yeah, sorry, I stopped bantering there for a sec. I was just trying to figure out how to arm correctly. But I think that would be cool. I just need to do my homework on if there's like a draw together site. Because I think it would be cool to do that at some point, just random a doodlin. Drawan. Drawing and doing the arts. Kids, if you want to piss off your parents, show interest in the arts. Come doodle with me streams. Yeah, there you go. That would be dope. Chaotic, but very dope. Let's see. And I like chaotic. I need to fix something about this arm. It's bothering me. If there isn't a site like that, let's make one. Oh, God. I have no idea how to do website making. Or find like a mod to Clip Studio. Make it like, oh yes, I can give my audience like a stream key or something. Let's see. You know what? I'm actually going to move the hand like this. And do this. Because I think this would be interesting to try and do a hand. Why did my voice do that? Okay. Dang. Dang nabbit. Alright. Let's see. We got a that. And yeah, that's good enough, I think. Because I can always just move this pectoral up a little bit to make it make sense. So... Yep, he's got a slight bend going. Slight bendy happening. Where this is a thing. Alright. And then... I need to mellow out his other bicep a little bit. It's too sharp. And then we're gonna do this. Because what I need right now is to make a funny reporter bunny famous person? Alright, let's see. We need to get the funny in here, so... Hold up. There's a very specific thing I need to be doing right now. And we're gonna do a this. Because what is funnier than big hair? Alright, let's see now. Now that we have that sorted out, our Lord and Savior JC. I like doing these with this kind of hairstyle, so let's get in there and do these. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Giant hair. But that's not all. Because we also need to give him a this. What better way to say I'm funny than... Oh, please. Come on. Yeah, you know what? Close enough. We must... give him... mustache. Oh my god. Hang on. There is something about this mustache that's difficult to pull off right now. Because my stylus is not cooperating. So I need to do this. Let's see. There we go. And then we're gonna do a this and try to establish we're gonna try and establish leg, but unfortunately, establishing leg also means I have to understand leg. And I think in this instance I do not understand leg. But I'm gonna try. Alright. Did I leave enough room? I guess I'll find out the hard way. Alright. I don't think I left enough room. And also, I need to redo that other leg, because it looks awkward. Or, alternatively, I can still salvage this. Hang on. I just need to get in there, make him a bit more calvy. There we go. Perfect. And actually, there's another thing I can do to kind of cheat this. Which I think I will do, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to fit some very crucial details in there. So... I'm actually going to make him a bit smaller, and I'm going to move him down so I don't have to worry about drawing feet. Because I don't want to. I'm lazy tonight. But now I need to go back up here. And here's where the intrusive thoughts happen. Because first I need to make a demarcation here. Bear in mind the other one over here. And now we're gonna do this. We're gonna do... Alright. Here we go. keep needing to remember to go back to mechanical pencil. Oh my god, please. There we go. Alright. There we go. We got that going on. Now I need to draw the hand. Which I think should have... Let's see. You know what? We're going to just give him a microphone. Because everything I've been drawing lately has a dang microphone lately. Apparently. Let's do it. And you know what? He's not even holding it the correct way around. Further testament to his clownery. And rabbitness. There we go. Now I need a sashimi. You know what? That actually sounds kind of good right now. Too bad all the sushi places are closed in my area, or I would absolutely be going for some in this very moment. Let's see. I don't know how I feel about this hand situation going on right now, but I'm gonna commit to the bit. I'm gonna commit to the bit. We're gonna do it. Even if it looks strange and awkward. Because strange... Oh my goodness. Hold up. There's something... Overnight sushi sounds fire, right? Unfortunately, nowhere in my area does such a thing. I do have the means to make it myself. I just don't want to. Because I have some surimi and I also have some toro in my freezer right now. I just don't feel like putting in the effort required to go make it right now. Let's see. Actually, hang on. We might be onto something here. I feel like no matter what I do, the hand is going to look weird, so I may as well just own it at this point. Alright. Yeah, I might as well just lean into it. Make it awkward. Now for the part that I think is the most hilarious of this entire thing, and where the intrusive thought won out. And here we go. Here we go. And this is the direction it's going. We're going full Rocky Horror Picture Show. And you know what? You need to be able to see. You need to be able to see this. Our gentleman. For the moment. Does this make any sense? No. Is it funny? Absolutely. Let's see now. Oh god, how do these even work? Whatever, I'm just gonna go with what feels right. I'm just gonna go with whatever feels right. And we're just gonna have to live with that. We're just gonna have to live with the consequences of our actions. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think honestly that's fine, right? That's fine. That's okay. I don't need to go too excessive in that detail right there. Mm-hmm. Now then. To resume. We need to make sure that all of the details are crucially paid attention to. And, one detail that I think would be funny to add is, hang on. There we go. And I also need to color this in just a wee little bit. Because for this to make any degree of sense, I also need to include another detail up on the face. And it's this. Yes. Big, square spectacles. I don't know why, but this particular drawing is making me uncomfortable, but it's also amusing the hell out of me. So we have this gentleman who is reporting on the news, and for some reason he looks kind of like Weird Al Yankovic gone wrong. Or like Weird Al Yankovic has fallen on Fem Bunny Bite. Oh god, no. There's not enough electronic components here for that to be true. Fem Bunny. Alright. Here we go. There we go. I feel like he looks marvelous. And also, apparently there's a... Wait a minute. I need to clean the nose up a bit. There we go. We have clown nose. There we go. Beautiful. Now, the other thing that needs to be taken care of is this situation right here. Of which I actually realized there's something I can do here that I think would be even better than this. But it will require me to do quite a lot of cross-hatching, which I'm now realizing I don't want to do, but will. For the sake of art. Let's see. gonna do it this way, and then I can clean it up later. Screw it. We're doing it this way. Now, are these fishnets or is it leg hair? Yes, is the answer to this question. Alright, now let's see. I have to go the other direction now. Because cross-hatching is not something that I'm used to doing on a tablet, but we're gonna have to just get good. Alright. Or maybe he's pulling a Bayonetta and all of his clothing is hair. That could also be true. I'm also going to have to dismiss this here incoming ad break. Get out of here. Both. Exactly, Cat. So what's happening here might be that just... it's leg hair that also makes leggings. You know, it's like a Bayonetta situation. And not only is it a Bayonetta situation, it's a Bayonetta situation where... leg hair. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on in Jupiter and Mars. In other words... Alright. Yeah. There we go. I almost don't want to erase and clean up around the edges, but I must. So, we're just going to do this here very carefully. Going to do some trimming. We're going to apply some Nair to the heggings. That's hair leggings for those at home. There we go. Dear Lord. Now we must pay extra attention. For one small slip, and things could have ended very poorly for our gentleman here. Erasure must be done carefully. Otherwise you will disrupt the natural order of things. You know? That's just how it be. Oh dear Lord, no, don't take off that much. Okay. Here we go. Get some of this legging hair off. Nice. Now, our dude looks mostly good. But I feel like there is an extra step I can take here. Do I really want to do that, though? There's a part of me that doesn't. But... you know what? While I'm doing this... I guess I can consider it. But while I am... I would just like to let you all know that I appreciate all and every one of you for showing up and watching me be a doofus for your amusement. Because it's also for my amusement. And one of these days I will get back to reading trashy stories and bad fan fiction. I just need to find some that I would actually like to read. There we go. Yes. Reading will occur again at some point. But for now, I'm kind of having fun doing the art streams, so reading can come back at a different time. There we go. We seem to have made our bunny man. We're gonna leave the long gloves. Do I want to leave the long gloves, though? You know what? You're making your own fanfiction with bunnymen reporters. I must know this fanfiction of bunnymen reporters. Let's see. Let's see what you got. You know what? I can actually just do a quick-ish coloring in. Why not? Might as well commit. Might as well commit to the bit. And having these, like, weird princess cocktail gloves looks hilarious on this guy. So I feel like we should just commit to the bit. And just make them do that. I love it when I get to draw just strange things sometimes. Because then I get to just cut loose and just be really dumb and or weird. And this has given me the opportunity, even if it looks like I colored him in with literal Sharpie. And or dry erase marker, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah. There we are. Fantastic. Wait, no, I need to detail the microphone real quick. Hang on. There we go. Alright, let's see. I have to read this in a dramatic. Bunny Bite looked upon the stage in preparation, legging adorning his legs, me feeling uncomfortable. There was an itch somewhere he couldn't scratch, the headband on his head trying to dip forward with the weight of massive ears. If he were going to grab an exclusive interview with Badgana, he'd have to perform as a backup dancer in her nightly performance. The question is, could his dignity handle it? You think I have dignity? That's an upgrade. Dang! You think I have dignity? I must have given off an aura or some kind of, something, I guess. Jeez. Alright, let's see. Oh my goodness. The bunny is now complete. This is a popular bunny reporter guy. There you go. That was what the intrusive thought was. And hey, we did get around to making Femboy, so there you go. I forgot to do the ears, but you know what? I don't care. And I think I will now start to unwind, call it an evening. And yeah, I think that's going to do us for this evening. Bunny hole news tomorrow for the next big boop. Oh my god. Alright. And on that note, thank you all so much for watching. If you like what I do, please go ahead and follow me on YouTube where I post all the VODs. And, you know, I also have what is known by the chillins this year as Twitter or X or whatever the frick it's called. And as always, my name is Bite. Oh god, let me just say that again without yawning. My name is Bite. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Bye, Cat. Thanks for joining. And yeah, I'll catch you all later. Peace out. Good day. Don't let the bunnyman